Club. I'm Colby Fenton.
It's your boy OP. Thank you for tuning
right.
in. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, we're on a mission. Huh?
Yes.
We're on a mission. We're watching all of the Oscar nominees for Best Picture.
Yes.
We are 3 weeks out from the Oscars.
And
Just
we're
about.
And we're going to be recording our Oscar special next episode.
Yes, sir. So we're going to be bringing them to you. We're going to be doing some predictions. We're going to see, who's got the Best Picture. And this movie that we just watched,
The Secret Agent.
Dude, we didn't even plan that one.
Let's
Nice.
go, baby. Let's go.
It is, I think, it moved up a few rungs for me.
There's no wonder why it was nominated for Best Picture. I think we both. And I'll just get into my critical consensus. So,
Give it to us.
The Secret Agent is an extremely well-made period drama that ties together its historical tensions through intimate character exchanges. Though its climax felt underwhelming, personally, the film lingers as a reflection of our ancestors' past and how much is lost.
Damn. All right, dude. That's a good consensus. That's a good one. It's still you flipped the page.
I know.
But
no, I didn't.
I said The Secret Agent is a period piece giving a glimpse into the violent suppression forced upon citizens in Brazil in the late 1970s.
Yeah.
That, to me, there was the whole underlying tone that we'll get into here in the deep dive.
Yeah.
But before we jump into all of that, let's talk about the Rotten Tomatoes here. Because
Booyah.
I gave it a 97, 86. What'd you give it? 95, 90. Okay.
Yeah. You were way on the nose on this one, my friend.
Dude, here's the deal.
I was kind of surprised, but also understanding of the audience.
Yeah. What do you think
Popcorn
about
Man.
that?
Because it was, like I kind of said in my consensus, it was a bit underwhelming.
Yeah.
And it was funny. We were watching the movie at the same time, different locations, and we called each other up halfway through the movie, and it was like, oh man, dude, this is getting crazy. It's about to all like come together and just like boom. And we kind of had this idea of what the movie was gonna like do, and it just was a little more unconventional.
It fizzled out.
Yeah.
It was like the scene like in a cartoon or something, like where you light the match, they light the fuse, and the fuse is going, and you're like, oh, it's about to explode.
Yep.
And then it just doesn't.
Yeah, and then it kind of
explode.
gave like a whole different kind of, twist of what's
Wasn't expecting
of
that,
what's
yeah.
happening.
Yeah,
and so it was interesting, and it was kind of like you said, like, you were like, oh, I'm disappointed, but then like the movie lingers.
Right.
And then you're like, okay, well, that was very deep.
And you think about it, and then I had to go and do like we went and did research on it, and we were like, oh damn, there's a lot of stuff that if you don't understand the context behind the time and everything, then it wouldn't really land for you. Like, if you're missing all of the context, which we're going to talk about here in a second, this movie won't land. And that's where the audience score here, 83%.
83%.
I think really that's what that comes from. Yeah. Also, the fact that maybe is 161-minute runtime.
That definitely what's the word? I was reluctant on watching it because of that. Train Dreams, shout out to Train Dreams, 1 hour 30-minute runtime. Yeah, but there was a lot going on in this movie, and it was more the journey than the destination almost.
Ooh,
but
poetic.
Yeah.
Poetic.
Also, before we get right into this deep dive, let me just go through the Rotten Tomato critical consensus, because I just love these. Yeah, and I can barely read it, but I think I got it. A thematically rich and visually arresting political thriller, The Secret Agent blends grindhouse stylization with
that's a new term for me.
With billing social commentary to weave a vividly dangerous yet darkly human tale.
Dude,
I barely got through that because
here's the thing. We don't have third grade reading skills in this room. It's just really small on the screen.
We usually have our producer Jonah here.
Yeah, shout out Jonah. You're having a good time watching a movie yourself. We're expecting a report back.
A lovely gal friend. Shout out Michelle.
But dude, I think it touches on a couple of the things that we both said, right? The social commentary, the grindhouse stylization. I don't know what that is.
I don't really know what that means.
We'll have to look that up.
Grindhouse.
Yeah, man. It was a solid movie. And so before we move into the deep dive, though, movie of the week for next week, because we're on this mission. We're going to watch all the Oscar nominees for Best Picture. we're gonna be watching Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme. Timothy.
Check that out.
Timothy Chalamet.
T. Shals. Your favorite, right?
So it's funny. It's not like I dislike the guy. I just didn't want him to get.
What's your beef with?
I didn't want him to get an Oscar already this early in his career because I just feel like it would just make him more
time and place,
egotistical.
Time and place, set and setting, though. I think
it would be too much for one. Is he even 30? Leo didn't get an Oscar till he was what, like 40?
Yeah, but
The Revenant.
Time and place, dude.
Yeah.
And which is funny because The Revenant was also like, that's a tangent.
I kind of really like that movie.
I really liked it too, but I don't think it was the best of the works that I've seen of him.
But best actor.
Yeah.
Okay, so because we could honestly go on this tangent really quick. I'll just say I feel like they were the Oscar, the what are the people called?
Nominees?
The Academy. The Academy. They were like, well, we owe him. Like, that's kind of what everyone. I don't know.
So Marty Supreme, check it out. I think you probably have to purchase or rent it, $10 or something like that. Colby's gonna spot the first 5 people that like this video and share it. So hey, if you're one of those, then you
comment.
Get spotted.
I'll give you my login password. No, but get a group of people. Get a group of people, friends,
get 4
family.
Or 5 of you. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's just like you could just toss a couple bucks on it and enjoy a good movie night.
It's the movie club.
So all right, that's it. Movie of the week. Let's come back to Secret Agent.
Yes.
And do a deep dive because we're going to have to reel it in here. There's so much to unpack. There's so much that we could get into. But let's do the high-level synopsis to set us up.
Yeah, get us after it.
Because it is 161 minutes, like we said. 3 parts. Beautiful that it's broken into 3 parts. I usually, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. But in this case, it really worked out. So the setting, again, 1977. And you're taken through the ride, through the view of this guy, Marcelo, is how we're introduced to him.
AKA Armando.
Right? And so that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But we're given this guy, we're following him. It seems like he's been driving forever. We don't know why. He runs into some crazy stuff early on in the movie, opening scenes with death, right? Dead bodies. He gets to this place where there's a bunch of other refugees that we find out that are all being put up in this sort of kind of Airbnb kind of like apartment complex with not Doña Valentina. What's her name?
And everyone in this complex is kind of
Doña
has an identity or a different identity.
Yes,
right?
Which we don't know yet, but then everybody we end up finding out that everybody is brought into this space and they're all running from something. They've got these secret aliases, and then it starts to unravel, and we end up finding out that there's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of corruption in the government and the military, and then there's just this uncovered case that comes out. There's this shark, that there's a leg in the stomach of this shark.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of unknowns. It just starts out with a lot of questions.
A lot of bizarre things
that are going on, and then there's a hit that's put out. You find out there's a hit that's put out on this guy, Armando.
Mm-hmm.
Armando. What did I say that for?
By also Armando. The government, or just this? Because it was that one guy.
Yeah. So we'll get into that because we're setting the whole scene, right? So overall, this is what's happening, and then we end up finding out he's trying to get his little kid out of the city and try to get away from this horrible situation that he's in, and then it all unravels, and we find out, bada boom, bada bing. It's a horrible ending. We'll get into that. So start off with, that's kind of the general idea of where we're at.
No, that's just this and the title of the movie, The Secret Agent. I kind of thought it was going to be a different type of movie, in more of a literal secret agent espionage, but not really like that at all, right?
But you get but it feels like it still might be that.
It does
2/3 of the movie.
Yes. And one of my burning questions is, I was a little confused on what happened in his past life to bring on why he needs to be in the witness protection refugee.
Yeah, I got you. So he's a researcher.
Okay,
right?
Technology.
He works at a university.
Okay.
He's I don't know if at a university, but he works in research.
Right.
And so he's working on this. He got a patent for at the time, right now we know it.
What was the patent?
Lithium batteries.
Okay.
And so that's what the whole thing where that main guy, the main guy that put out a hit on him,
the kind of fatter guy with the glasses.
No. So that's the chief of police. So
the more. The
mustache. And where like you get the time travel back, right? And so you see him with the long hair with the beard, and there's, I think it's just not, I keep wanting to say Giuseppe, but it's not Giuseppe, it's Girotti, something like that.
Oh yeah. And he loathes the main character Armando, like, loathes this guy.
Yes,
right.
And that's where you're finding out right throughout the film, and so he loathes him because Girotti was the guy that disrespected the main Armando's wife when they went out to dinner. When Girotti was coming out to visit the facilities where they're doing the research, where Armando, aka Marcelo, right, they're doing the research. And so he comes down and he visits, and he essentially is telling them, like, hey, your program is getting cut out because it all comes back down to power and money. And Girotti was the guy that he was doing his own thing over here with power, with lithium batteries, with the future.
So they're saying they're going to cut funding, but is he really just like, I'm going to steal this idea, this patent, and that's what's going to happen?
Essentially, that's what's going to happen. And then the other thing that ended up happening,
kind of missed that.
It was tough to follow along for a lot of it because I was also like,
because I also when I was like, is him being this technology researcher like just a front of like his
right?
Like, I don't. That's what
I
was.
Where I kept going because we kept thinking like it's gonna be a secret agent movie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So that's what. Okay, so that was just literally he was an actual researcher, and that was his profession.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Good.
And so then it coincided with his wife.
Yeah.
She got murked, right?
And
so I don't know if I caught that it actually said anywhere explicitly that Girotti was behind it, and we're gonna mispronounce some of these names because they're Portuguese, but so we don't know. I don't know if it was like a direct line, but everything that we see, especially in that scene where they go out to dinner, insinuates that this Girotti guy and his shitty son, his fat son, like probably killed her.
Okay, so now this actually ties into my other question. Mm-hmm. Was that scene with his wife in that restaurant, is that what caused everything?
Right. Well,
because
I think you could go back and say that like his research and the patent that he had was really kind of what.
Because his wife like said some crazy stuff, like valid stuff, right? Yeah. Totally valid stuff. That guy was a pig, but she spoke her mind, and especially that was like even a flashback in 1977. So that was maybe more early 1970s.
No. I don't even think it was like early 1970s, dude.
Okay, that was just like a couple years.
This was all in the time of not even a couple years, dude. I think maybe within a year.
Okay, so that was another ambiguous part of like when was that, and then like him coming into that town, right? Yeah, maybe just a year.
Recife, or it's not even Recife. It's not even Recife. It's because I think they pronounce the R's as like J's or H's, so it's like Recife, I think.
Okay, but his wife is disrespected by the guy. Mm-hmm. She speaks her mind. Mm-hmm. And so because she does that, does he put on a hit on her?
I think they just kill her. Yeah.
They kill her, so he has to flee.
Yeah, so then he's like,
and then
they're coming after me because we see the scene where that Girotti guy hires the two hitmen to go after him.
Oh man, so that's even more sad and insane.
Yeah, and that's where I think it's kind of like bang bang bang, it's happening all within a relatively short period of time.
Interesting.
Because even like in one of the
helps a lot of clarification.
Where I think we're in one of the scenes where Armando first meets Don Alexandre or like his wife's mom and dad, right? Where he goes and sees his kid, Fernando.
Yeah.
The dad was like, "Hey, do you really think it's a good idea that you're here right now?"
Oh.
Right. And so I think it was all around that time. So. I don't think we really got clarity.
So it's like he didn't do anything wrong at all.
No, he was just doing research. But it speaks to the underlying tone here, and this is where we're going to get into the context here. Contextually, right? Power, and so there's like the power dynamic, right? So in that time frame, so it's 1977. From 1964 to 1985.
So they had
Brazil was in a militarized dictatorship.
Who was the? Do we know the dictator's name?
I didn't write it down.
I forgot.
I didn't write it down.
But some bad dude.
But you know, it's crazy actually. The fucking United States helped with that, like in real life, like this in real life. Like,
we helped
happened.
with
the coup against the elected, like democratically elected president at the time.
Ooh.
The United States was like, oh no, because around that time, like it was a worry that Brazil was going to become a communist, like side with Cuba, and Germany, and back in the day it was like liberals were like fucking hippies, you know, like do not like the government did not fuck with like liberals,
and it makes sense. The United States always trying to get their fingers in all the pot internationally,
and so the U.S. backed the military to then
infiltrate
like the militarized coup against the leadership at the time in Brazil.
Okay.
And then and then so the military just fucking took over and was running it shit for 21 years in Brazil. And so there's that whole like power dynamic where if you have anything that you speak up and you're speaking your mind and you're anti-establishment, you're automatically labeled communist. And if you're labeled a communist, then it's
because that word
green light on you.
Because communist, especially that term back then, was even more so like people. Yep. That was a very like dangerous term, right?
Dangerous term, yeah. But it is like, and it's funny. It's interesting, not funny, but like it's interesting too. So another like underlying theme. There are a lot of parallels with this day and age. I don't know if it was purposeful, but like think about just in the last 5 years, you speak up your mind about. If you're liberal and you speak up your mind against the government, right, anti-establishment, you're Antifa.
Oh, right,
if you,
right.
If you right now speak up your mind and if you have any conservative views, you're MAGA. Mm-hmm. People fucking, it's just like
very
labeled.
Polarizing.
And you're labeled, and then that's it, dude.
Yeah.
And you can't come back from that, or it's very, very difficult, right? So anyway, so that's the whole backdrop. This whole movie is on that backdrop.
Very military control.
Yeah, like all this control, right? So with all of that being said, we're going through the movie, and one of my burning questions, which I don't think we actually got an answer to, right? So we find out that Girotti calls a hit out on Armando.
Yes.
And who actually ended up killing him?
Okay, yeah. That was actually, I think, an obvious burning question. You know, because maybe the other hitman with the mustache, the older gentleman.
The dad?
Yeah.
You think?
That was stepdad.
Oh, that's stepdad? Bobby's stepdad?
That was one thing I thought of. Who else would kill him? Just a police official, right?
So I've got 3 potentials.
Was that one guy in there?
First, so yes, the older hitman.
Yeah.
That's potential, most likely one, but also very close second, and actually maybe number 1, the chief of police.
Yeah, because you don't know how corrupt he is. Also, that ride they had where they're like, "We're going on a ride." What the heck was that all about? That was.
So I think they were both like, because we found out that the guy that was a hitman, he got like run out of the military.
And I'm just playing this, just like, you know, just kind
perfect.
of a cool little.
So that's Girotti right there.
So this is just a trailer.
Yes.
And
to talk about beautiful, the color palette or color scheme or color whatever I've seen different things for it.
Especially for the 70s, that like really gave you a 70s Brazil aesthetic.
Beautiful. Like it feels, and also just like Zoe mentioned this, shout out to her for this call out, because she said that nobody in this movie has an iPhone face, right? So like she was saying that everybody here is so believable.
Something, yeah.
You're like, oh, dude, I'm in 1977, right? Because
this should get best. I mean, I guess it's, again, we'll talk about it next week, but like, we haven't seen all the international films, but I bet you we're gonna probably maybe vote for this one.
Yeah, man, this is a really solid film all around. Like, in all the acting as well. Like, shout out to all these actors. They're not anybody that we would see, obviously, in like the United States, other than.
So I actually wanted to the Wagner.
But it's Wagner Moura.
So I actually wanted to see what your thoughts on this. Mm-hmm. So talking about Best Actor, right? And since this movie is in a different language, and it's harder for us to understand, like we're reading subtitles, like it's really going to be hard for me to be able to, like, I watch someone like Leonardo DiCaprio and this guy, and I think I'm just biased in the sense I don't know if I can give him the full credit he deserves in this role. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on, like, because like all of his nuance of like maybe of how he's like talking, and I just like I'm zoning what he's saying out, and I'm just reading the subtitles, and like so I'm more looking at his physical and like his facial expressions. Yeah. But I just don't think we could. I don't know. It's
not really apples to apples. Huh?
I don't know.
I guess it comes down to like.
I just feel like I can't fully appreciate the scope of his acting because don't know the language. But
but do you feel though? I think the biggest thing for me with acting is like, do you feel what they're
and
what's coming across?
And I do on a general sense, but I'm talking about fine. Like, just the very
That's a really
specific.
Good point. That's a
I
good
was
point.
just thinking that.
How does the Academy do that?
Yeah, like, are they bilingual? Are they bilingual? Like, what the heck? Like, I would imagine they would need to be bilingual to like be able to give these, but maybe not. I don't know. That was one concern I had.
I'm sure there's different criteria. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that because
there's just like nuances, I'm sure, and like that we can't get everything. Because,
dude. But I so.
Because are they speaking in Portuguese?
Yeah, Portuguese.
So
I don't even.
Where in Brazil is this?
This in I think it's South Brazil, like right around Sao Paulo, maybe.
Because Portugal is in Europe.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just thinking like Portuguese.
Where is Brazil?
No,
Did you just ask me where is Brazil?
No, you're gonna clip this. That is not what I'm asking. Because they're speaking Portuguese.
Yeah.
So like, is that just the main language in Brazil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the main language in all of Brazil. I mean, I'm sure they have like Spanish.
So when does Spanish?
They for sure have German though too, which is crazy.
Yeah, but when does Spanish like that's just central?
The main Spanish speaking.
Because it's like
like Colombia is Spanish.
So I'm thinking, North America, Mexico. I remember you asked that one question, like, oh, where's Mexico? And it's like, it's in North America. Where most people would say Central America.
Yeah, most people say South America, which is nuts.
Well, that's crazy. But so like, North America, Mexico, Central America, still Spanish speaking.
Yeah, a lot of them. But this is where you get like all of the different dialects too. So like, you could go to. It's kind of like the South, dude. It's like if you go to like the deep South and go to Louisiana, you're going to talk to somebody in English, but maybe only pick up like every couple words unless you're like really intently listening, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, who's that football player? Who's the football player? He's like always on interviews and he's like from Louisiana. He's like from the like the swamp. And you're just kind of like, what are you saying right now?
Right.
And yeah, you pick up every couple words.
This is one scene. Sorry, it's just this kind of totally puts you into the controlled state because this is when he gets stopped by the cop, by the officer.
Yeah,
and he's just like, it's like, get out of the car.
Yep.
I'm gonna look in your It's like all these things, and
do you have money? Or
the donation thing.
Or he's like,
it's like, do you have anything to donate? Cigarettes, and it's like, it's like almost mob-esque.
Right, and you see the blood splat on that cop, on the cop too, and so it's kind of it is setting the tone, and it's like the very like beginning, and the cops pull up here, and they're like, oh, we didn't even pull up.
Not even about the freaking. That was.
They were just like driving by.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we kind of bopped around. We started with the color scheme is beautiful. It's 1977. You feel that it comes through. We talked about. So wait. The police chief. That's where we started to get off on this tangent. Mm-hmm. So who killed Armando?
Oh, yeah.
My top three were, I think, most likely, the old hitman is like an obvious one.
Yeah.
But the police chief is a close second.
Because he could be just corrupt.
But even more so because Armando, right before that happened, Armando goes and he's like, hey, there's some shit popping off outside.
Oh,
I need your guys' guns. And so two of the like corrupt officers come out there. One of them, that corrupt cop, is like, he's like a son to me. And so two guys died that were on his force. And so I think this corrupt cop might have been in on it. He's buddy with that other hitman potential. Then also Red Cap guy, the guy that the hitman actually hired to go and find Armando and Merkham, he's still out and about. He just killed Bobby. And so he is in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So potentially that's my top 3 potentials.
I think I have someone that actually did it. That I think I have a good idea. I think it's the number 1 culprit is the hairy leg.
The fucking hairy leg, dude. That's hilarious. So that scene took me out of it.
Yeah, let's
for
talk
a second.
So do you know like what's going on with the hairy leg and the context behind that?
Yeah.
So yeah. What's your thoughts on that? So yeah, because I was like, yeah, that was a very, it takes you out of the moment scene, right? But then I guess after learning more about the context of it, because that scene was like they was depicting homosexuals, homeless people, these people that are like looked at the dictatorship of like, we need to kill these people.
Yeah, these were outcasts. These were people that were in marginalized groups.
Yes, that's and so this hairy leg is like the corrupt, government killing them. Yeah, and that's kind of the story. So once you, again, like you actually find out more contextual information, historical stuff, it's like, oh damn, that's
it makes a lot more sense. Yeah, and so the director actually, and his name, I apologize, man. Like,
oh, I know. Yeah,
I don't know the name, but Don. Well, let me at least just try the last name, because let me see. His name is
Octavio.
Oh wait, actually, this is interesting. On the list of the nominations, it says the producer, which is not the same guy, but Emily Leclerc. Anyways, they come out in an interview. I was watching an interview, and say that the hairy leg,
the hairy leg
was actually like a thing that the producer saw a journalist.
Oh yeah, because it was in the news.
It was in the news back in the day.
They kind of had to conceal.
Yes, like, yeah, exactly. So it was like people. The hairy leg strikes again was really just a code word to say like, yeah, like you said, like the military or like corruption was like out there killing people essentially, right? But yeah, it was an interesting little twist. And then that leads me to think that the leg that was found in the shark was all just really, it was just kind of a segue to the hairy leg.
This hairy leg, yeah.
Yeah, did you read much else into the leg and the shark?
Yeah, I don't know, eating like a government eating its own foot. Like, like kind of like eating it's like, because it's kind of like it imploded at the end, maybe.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. For the longest time, I thought it was maybe his wife's leg, and we were going to find that out, but it ended up not.
Okay. One of the last like symbolism, metaphor things. So what do you think the cat meant? Because that was.
Oh, the two-eyed cat thing?
Two-faced cat. Like, that's a pretty. They didn't put that in the movie for no reason, that's right? What did you think that meant?
I just thought it was a fucked up cat.
Fucked up cat. I didn't think actually. And this was not my. I don't want to take credit for this because I like to read Reddit. After the Reddit always for every movie that comes out, they have an official discussion thread, and it's pretty interesting reading different people's perspective on the movie. But someone talked about the cat, and they said that it was the dual lives of all the people that lived in the apartment. And it's like, yeah, definitely. It's like, definitely. It makes a lot of sense, right? So it's because it's like it's the secret agent, right? So it's like they have the dual identities of like, they literally had different names. And so that's, the cat represented that of everyone. So yeah. Damn, so there you go. So yeah, I know.
That's cool.
So and shout out to Reddit because I wouldn't up with those. I didn't come up with that on my own.
So that's cool. Okay, so then my final
so it totally makes sense.
That's really cool. Yeah, my final thing then on the symbolism piece was like Hans. Hans is like this very brief scene, maybe 2 minutes or something, when we first get introduced to the corrupt cop being real asshole. And I just wanted to call this out because there's also something that's It's maybe a little known fact. I don't know. I didn't realize that it was like to this magnitude, but the German population in Brazil.
Oh, you were telling me about that. That's crazy.
So there are like 8 to 12 million Germans in Brazil.
Did that happen after World War II?
And so
people fucking fuck this fucking country.
It actually started before World War II. So it started in the late 1800s. There was a lot of movement from Germany to Brazil just to escape poverty. And originally just like to, there was land and it was just like more free. And so there's a big German population. But I think that scene was really, really special too, because it was talking about, okay, here's this corrupt cop making these assumptions of this German guy, Hans. And he was thinking and idolizing him for being like a war hero, like a war veteran. He was like, oh, he was an Nazi, right? But really, we see the menorah. That's the candle? The menorah.
I don't know.
It's I don't want to mess this up, so I'm gonna actually look that up because, but you see that in the movie,
Menorah.
Hanukkah, menorah.
Okay.
So that character has the menorah there, and so he's actually speaking in German, I think, to the other guy, and he's like, he's Jewish. So he's Jewish, and so this it's just the thing that the corrupt cop is making the assumption that this guy is a Nazi, but it's like right. Not all Germans are fucking okay. It's not, yeah. So just want to call that out. Some more symbolism there. Big German population in Brazil.
So I got something fun for you here.
What do we got?
Okay, so one of the things that Octavio was talking to me about, one of his favorite scenes, images, and that we could not find, but it's like, it was this really cool scene of someone looking out a window and then it kind of zooms in and shows a beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you would describe it?
Yeah, he's like in the what do we call it? This scene room or whatever up in the top of the theater, and then it pans out and it's like this beautiful landscape. You see this beautiful city.
He told me about that, and then when that scene came up and I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is totally what you are talking about. So I got my phone out and I took a picture, and right when I took a picture, the scene changed. And so, because that's literally the 180, hilarious. So it's like the window's right there, guys. It's right there.
It's right behind
him. And then the movie kept going, so I was like, whatever.
That's hilarious. Yeah. That is so funny. But shout out to him, man. Shout out to the grandpa.
Just like the contrast of the shots. Pretty amazing there.
You can kind of see it in the reflection a little bit.
Yeah. So, but we can't find it unless, so.
But that was...
That's it. I put that.
Also, dude... this made me want to move to a nicer, warm area. Although everybody was really sweaty throughout the entire
know.
It was always a little bit too.
Then they did that well. So anything else you want to say?
Yeah. No, I think again there was so much to unpack. I mean, we didn't really talk about the son, the little boy, but I guess the overall message and emotions here, it was dude, for me.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, it was just it was just so real. It was just so real because there's all of these the dad is trying so hard to get him and his son out of this fucked up situation.
So close.
He's like, I'm gonna get the passports. I'm gonna it's kind of like witness protection kind of vibe feel. And he was so close, and then he gets murdered, and he got murdered, and then in the final chapter, is that what you call it? In the final
act
in the third act, in the blood transfusion, we find out that we're actually seeing all of this through the lens
present
of
day.
Yeah, kinda. So it's kind of present day, but because it's Favia is
the
girl that's listening to all these tapes and she's reading all these articles of what happened in that time to Armando, Marcelo, and then we end up meeting the son, Fernando. We end up meeting him. We end up meeting him as an adult. He works at this blood transfusion center. He's at a blood center, blood bank, and he's to the girl that's been listening to all these tapes,
telling him about
you know my dad more than I do.
Yeah,
you have
that was a pretty
more
profound
of a connection
statement
to him than I do. And so to me, this whole thing at the very end, as I digested the movie a lot more, was speaking to how we don't appreciate or really understand what our parents, what our loved ones do for us, or what they have sacrificed for us.
Sacrificed their lives.
Because this guy sacrificed everything in his life, and then his son is just kind of like, I don't even really know him.
And especially in a time where, you know, information is very hard to, like, you know, that data, it was like those tapes were private or classified. That's what and so like she just had them for research purposes. She
was doing like some research,
and then she had to give them back, but then she made the copies, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't really care, but sure, thanks."
Yeah,
I don't know because
exactly,
because it's like you got to move on with your life. Like I do understand.
Even now, dude, I just got chills thinking about it.
Yeah,
like,
it is. Yeah, it's the lost stories.
Brutal. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So shall we do?
Let's move on to
Who's That?
Who's That Celebrity? Am I up first?
Yes.
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
You know, I don't actually think I looked up.
Who's that celebrity?
All right, who we got? Oh, dude, easy peasy. Let me say, High School Musical was the first time I saw him. He was dribbling the basketball, and he had a lot longer hair than here. He's got a nice little fade. It is Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Easy.
Bingo, bango. Pretty easy. So
hit it out the park.
These might be kind of easy ones, but there's a fun trivia question at the end.
Okay, let's see it.
But does this look familiar?
That's not Scarlett Johansson.
Nope.
Okay. But there's a little bit of some essence of her for some reason.
Yeah, kind of a weird name. Or like unique name. I don't want to say weird.
Name. Yeah. I'm not. Wait. What? Give me a hint of movie or what? Like.
She was in the old guard.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Wait.
Charlize Theron.
Never one time in my life have
really
I seen this.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I've never seen that name.
Okay, so this one was the harder one. Now we're going to kind of come back to a famous one that you should know.
Charlize Theron. Huh.
You've seen this guy, right?
Yeah.
This guy's famous.
Yeah. He's dude. He's American History X, yeah? He's dude. Right? He's just got long hair here. Yeah. Dude, don't tell me. Hold up.
Can I give you the first name?
Give me an initial. Give me the initials.
J.C.
Damn, dude.
John?
I'm gonna be so mad.
John?
God dang it. Name is John?
John, yes.
Damn. John Carlisle? No, I don't know.
It does start with a C.
John. God, no. Damn. What is it? John
Cusack.
He's
a big one.
Wait, no, he's not in American History X. Who am I thinking?
Okay,
of?
so now all these actors and actresses. Okay. What do all three of these actors have in common? And to give you a hint, it's a type of character they have played.
A superhero? They were all superheroes.
And then I have three more hints for you. So.
Oh, shit. All right. What? Oh, serial killers, dude.
Oh, right? Yeah.
Real
life. They all played real life serial killers. So now, here's even an extra trivia.
I love this. Okay.
Who is this? This is played by
Ted Bundy.
Yes. Yep. Ted Bundy, and played by
Zac Efron.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Which, have you seen that? I haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it.
No.
Okay. Now these other ones, I didn't know who they were actually, so I don't think you would. So this is John Cusack, and it's Robert Hansen.
Oh.
I don't know.
Right.
Then this is Charlize Theron, and this is. Oh, do you know who this is?
She was the one. Is she the woman of the night? The one that was in like New Jersey, New York, and was like luring guys and then like murking them?
I don't know. Eileen Vermore? Wormore? I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, kind of fun.
That is fun. Yeah, wow. I mean, not serial killing. But...
I kind of like doing like, so there's a theme, but maybe it's not an obvious theme, and then that's the trivia question is, what is the theme of these three?
Okay.
I don't know.
That's good. Okay. All right, well then let's go. Then I didn't put a fancy slide for you, but we can see what the theme is.
Yeah,
and
okay.
I think it'll be a little bit of a...
Fast and Furious.
Yep. What you got?
Oh, God, I know.
Come on, dude.
I should know this person.
You should know this.
Okay. Family.
Yeah, she was Letty.
In Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah.
And
you might know her as Letty.
Oh, geez. She was also in Lost.
that show. Yeah, I've seen that.
She's also in Lost. Okay, give me a hint, please.
You got it? You want initials? I guess, let me see. She was...
Is it like a simple name?
It's not uncommon. God, it's not uncommon. Dang. It's one of our friends has this first name.
Okay, obviously a girl. Yeah. In Bellingham.
Yep.
Not Taylor.
No.
And not.
You want a first initial?
Oh, yeah.
M.
Oh, it's Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Ellie.
Nope.
Ellie Finelli.
Nope.
Michelle.
And now think like Hispanic last name.
Yeah. Gomez.
No. Good guess.
Michelle Lopez.
I'm gonna give it to
Lopez.
you. Michelle Rodriguez.
Dude, I've wanted. Yeah. For some reason, I didn't know her name. Yeah. All right. Oh, all right, here you are doing a Fast and Furious.
So you already got the theme.
Okay.
Look at those pearly whites, dude. He was in.
He's like a rapper too, right?
He was in Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah. So he's got music.
It's not Ludacris. Because Ludacris is in that.
Christ,
no, Ludacris is in this movie.
That's another black guy, dude.
I know, but he's
on this Black History Month.
Yeah, but he's a rapper,
dude.
But he's another black rapper.
Right. Come on. Keep going.
Ludacris.
It's Ludacris.
I'm not saying I wasn't like oh, it's Ludacris.
No, I'm just giving you.
Okay. What is it?
Initials, and you might get this TG. Because that's like a very like tough.
I don't know.
Tyrese Gibson.
Oh, actually, that was in the bank. That. Yeah. But I didn't know the Michelle one. But Tyrese Gibson.
Tyrese, yeah.
I don't think I could have gotten it.
Yep. All right, here you go. Last one. This I think is probably the toughest one of them.
Oh man.
Damn, bro, is this a 0 for 3? I'm stumping him today.
I don't even know who this is. She doesn't even look familiar.
What?
Yeah.
She's like one of the main. She's like in all of them. She's Paul Walker's like love interest. She's fucking Vin Diesel's sister.
Yeah, I've never even seen this woman.
She's also in. She's in a bunch of stuff actually, but yeah, most notably, the Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I couldn't even give you a guess.
Want initials?
Jordana Brewster.
Yeah, Jordana. Yeah, Jordana.
Never heard of her in my life.
Brewster? No, dude. Okay, so this was. Sorry, Zoe. This was like my biggest crush of like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I see it.
I was like, dude,
that makes sense.
It was yeah.
You gave me some niche stuff.
Niche, dude.
Yeah. Well, this person.
Bro, if you've ever seen, I guess, have you seen the Fast and Furious? You never really watched it?
I've never seen after the first one.
She's a focal point in the first one.
Yeah, but I saw that like 20 years ago.
Okay, well.
But I would have liked the Vin Diesel layup.
I love the Fast and the Furious.
I would have liked a Paul Walker layup.
I thought that Michelle Rodriguez was like a pretty.
That would be a good. I think those two people would have been good hard ones.
Damn. Okay. Then, all right. I misjudged the situation. Miscalculated.
Yeah. I'm just not a big Fast and Furious fan. Yeah. But it's good. Okay. So then hold on. So
what do you guys think out there? Because
would you have gotten
I feel like those were lobs. Would you have gotten that?
I don't think anyone would have gotten that. I think unless if they're big Fast and Furious fans, I think they would have gotten it.
Do you love Fast and Furious?
That's what I think. Okay, so
because I do.
Okay, so now we're gonna do a little escape action.
Escapes.
And then we're gonna
Let's do some. You can't judge a. What did they say?
Book by its
don't judge
pizza.
But.
Okay.
All right, let me get up.
No, I got it. Oh, you do have to get up, anyways. God damn.
It's fine.
It's a disaster.
Go now.
That was one of my worst performances yet.
There we go. Okay. So we're going to randomize.
Okay, yep, good.
And you can still see that?
Yep, I got it.
Bang, bang.
Okay, so you can't judge a book by its cover, but you can
judge. I was going to say something R-rated.
Judge movie pose. God damn it. All right. Okay, start scene now.
All right.
Here we go.
It's fine, dude. It's fine. Dude, this is fun. You having fun?
Oh.
What is this?
Oh, that's Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. Okay.
Mainstream. What the hell?
Andrew Garfield. I like him as an actor.
This
I
is
like
giving Jack Nicholson.
It is giving a little bit. Is that what this is about?
No.
Or do you know?
No, I have no idea.
Maya Hawke. She just got married. Right?
To Andrew Garfield.
For real?
Nah, I don't.
Oh, no.
Okay, so looking at this poster, I don't think it's that great.
I don't either.
It's kind of like shitty.
If you're an Andrew Garfield fan though, like
sure,
you'd probably.
But just talking about posters,
it's literally just his face,
big head,
and it's also not even a good photo. It's cut off, like at the teeth.
Yeah, that's what gives me the Jack Nicholson.
Yeah,
all right, we're gonna
pass.
Yeah, pass.
Would not watch that.
Mid-century.
Mid-century.
What is this like? A type of like home decor?
It kind of looks like mid-century. I was just thinking mid-century modern.
Yeah, like, mid-century modern.
I don't even know what's going on in the.
Okay,
so there's two people. They're making out in a pool.
Oh, is that what that is?
It looks like they're holding each other in a pool.
This looks like a book, an actual book
cover. It does look like a book cover.
Yeah.
And I would judge the shit out. If this was a book cover, I would not want to read this book.
It looks like a shitty Stephen King novel.
Oh, good call. Yeah,
maybe
it's trying to look a little spooky.
I'm gonna pass, man.
Dude, 0 for 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Safety.
Here we go. Disney film,
but still pretty whitewash.
Yeah.
You know, like just very basic. Like, you know, this is a sports kids drama.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing to write home about.
Safety. God,
have you watched it? I've never seen that. Let's do one more because I feel like we've got a bunch of adults here.
So pass.
Pass. Yeah, I would not watch that.
Okay. More depth.
We got some layers.
We got some more depth. That's not just like AI generated. This actually looks like there's layers, and I like this.
And remind me who the actress is on that.
So that's Ralph Fiennes. Ralph Fiennes, I think, actually. It's I can tell you how it's spelled. Fiennes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
See. So Ralph Fiennes or Fiennes. I think it might just be Fiennes. Okay, and then you got I also know this girl, but I can't.
She's in a lot of.
Was she in Jurassic World, the first one?
Oh.
Or was that someone else?
Is that where I recognize her from?
Possibly.
Here's the deal. I don't know.
Okay, so The Forgiven.
The cover.
This is cool. I like this.
It's we got a sunset. It's kind of like sunset on one side. You've got the myriad of colors, right? So you've got kind of the darkness on his side.
Contrast.
Yes, contrast. That's a good one. And then we've got a nice little like a truck that's driving off into the distance. That's
The Forgiven.
We don't know where
I
it's
like
driving.
That title too.
Dust that's taken out. Yeah, it's.
I would hit on this.
I would watch this.
All right. Yeah. Should we get out of here while we still can?
Yeah. Let's. Today was a dud with the movie.
Okay. Posters. And then I have one thing. Wait. Oh my god. It's time to wind down.
Nice.
And relax.
Dude, that was a good one.
And Sin, look at this.
You got it. What do you got?
What is going on next week, Octavio?
Woo! We got the Oscars, baby.
We got a special episode next.
Special episode. We're gonna be doing this.
It's gonna be a whole like different format.
We're really gonna just be doing a big dive on all of the nominated,
all the categories,
films, for sure. And then the categories, we're gonna be kind of maybe picking and choosing a little bit of the categories because we just didn't have time to.
And we're gonna tally it up, so we're gonna it'll be a fun little competition between Octavio. I almost called you Oscar. Between Oscar and I.
Dude, it wouldn't be the first time that someone's called me Oscar.
But I have a good
different names I've gotten
Oscar.
So many different names.
Oscar's funny.
Oscar. What's the most random name that I've got? I've gotten like Antonio, but like Antonio, I guess the I-O at the end.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes. So next episode is going to be fun. We're going to be doing a recap of the movies that we've watched, all the Oscar nominees, and then we're just going to be talking a little bit about why we think certain films deserve have.
And it's going to be nominated. It's going to be interesting because I think there's between 10 and 15 categories.
There are a lot of categories, and there were additions this year, right?
Okay, one addition I know is casting.
Casting.
That's a new one.
An international something with international.
Maybe. I just know the casting one, but it's like it's gonna be interesting because it's gonna be like, okay, you know, best picture. Okay, 5 minutes to talk about it.
Yeah, we really gotta keep.
It's gonna be rapid fire.
Yeah,
and we're gonna have a fun visual so we can see, you know, who we're predicting
it up.
and
so
tallying it
join
up.
along with us and
you put your own predictions in.
Yeah,
with
we'll
us.
see how you stack up to our predictions. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Do you have anything else before we wrap up out of here?
I don't think so. I think that we're getting our dogs are calling us out.
Yeah. Who let the dogs out? Hey, get yourself and a couple of friends together and rent Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme.
Stream that and join us next episode for another deep dive on that and a recap as we continue our mission to watch all of the Oscar-nominated Best Pictures of 2026. 2025, I guess it would have been.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.